Hello, Sam Owens here with another product review. This time it's on a Shark IQ robot model RV1001AE. And I'm going to unbox this for you and let you see just what you get and how to set it up. Okay, let's get to unboxing. This is the self-cleaning model, which has a base that the Shark will home to and empty the load that it captured in the home and store it. You have about 30 days of storage there before you need to empty it. So there's a lot of information on the box that you might want to look at even before you open it up. One thing I want to say about this is that this can be programmed from an iPhone or a smartphone, or it can be manually operated on one of the clean buttons right here. So if you don't want all of the high-tech scheduling, if you just want it to clean your house and then go back and store itself, you can just hit the clean button right here and it'll do its job and go and dock at the storage location right there. That's the way we're going to operate ours, and that's the way I'm going to demonstrate it. And for the high-tech folks that want to get into all of the programming, there's a lot of help online for you to see how to do it. It involves an app to do it. You can program this to where you can talk to Alexa and she will start the unit. So there's a lot of options, but we can't cover all of it in a short period of time. So you've got a lot of power in this box, and one of the main functions is just to clean your house. So let's open her up. And so there's two tabs here. For some reason, a lot of people like to see exactly what is in a box before they get it. All right, place box on level surface before opening, and they're pointing down. So you want to do this, and then we'll open this up. Okay. So we've got this right here, a quick start guide right there. Now our unit, this is the first thing you get. If you have carpet in your house, then you're going to want to use this. This is a little base mount to give you a hard surface to start the robot from. So you'll need to use this if you're mounting your base on a carpet surface. There is a little foam pad here, which is just to protect the unit. Oh, this is the robot side brushes in this little red case right here. So just to let you see, the robot is sitting in the center, and you want to be careful picking it up. There's sensors on the side that show when the robot bumps into something as to where it'll turn and so forth. So you want to be careful picking it up. And this looks like the bottom. Yep. No, this is the bottom. This is the top. Okay, so now I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to take the box and see what's happening. Underneath is another item, and this is the base. So I'll pull the base up and out, and I'm going to put it over here. And there's a handle right here at the top. Oh, and also there's the bot boundary. This is material that you use to put when there's a drop down floor area or some place that you don't want the robot to go, this is what you'll use to mark off that area. Okay. Now you can see how those wheels are spring loaded and they really raise up right there, and there's the brushes. Okay, so when you set her down, that's the way we'll do it. Okay, it's got a little protective covering. This is the part that the robot is going to go into, and this is the back side that is going to go to the wall where you decide to mount it. One of the things that they talk about is mounting this close to the center of the house and find a place that has 3 feet on either side and also 5 feet clearance in the front of the robot when it's mounted in there, so it has enough room to get to its starting point. One thing you're going to know, and after you read, is the robot has to learn and map your whole house, and that's the way you want to let it go. It takes some time to do this and several trips to learn just how it's laid out so that it can perform a routine cleaning each time the same way. So you don't want to move things around in the house when you're doing this. Have everything the way that you're going to have the robot to clean your house. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Now, the first thing, before we start doing any more, we want to look at our instructions. All right, you should review the whole documentation about the setup before you even begin. Read everything. Even the warnings and things like that will guide you for the most successful startup and have this to work the first time. So let that be one thing you want to do. Also, there's information if you have trouble. There's a little sheet in there that will help you. And here is the owner's guide, which is going to give you all of the information you need to maintain and keep your robot operating fully. You have a power switch on indicator here that when you put this against the wall, we're going to look at doing these items. But before we go over, we have one thing that we need to do right now, and that is 2 brushes, and you can get extra brushes in case you need them. Okay, now carefully pick the robot up and turn it over, being careful not to grab the bumper here. You don't want to knock it out of alignment or anything, so be careful with it, touching it, and it will move. Okay, the places that we're going to mount the brushes are shown right here, and it's a square hole, and you just mount them in there any position, as long as you line it up, find a position that fits, and they just snap right on. And this one will go on also the same way, and they will look just like that. You don't turn them, the motor is going to turn them. Okay, now let's turn it over. And now she's ready to be charged. Now there's 2 indicators on here. Remove all of the protective plastic covering that's stuck around all over the place on the base also. Then they've left these on here. Turn power switch on before charging. Power switch is right there. So now that you've seen this, I'm going to take this off. So I don't need this anymore. I'm going to take this one off. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is take it over to the wall in the location I've selected in my house to mount the base. And then we're not going to move it. And I'm going to plug this in, put it against the wall. There. Then you'll notice there's a green light right there, which indicates that it's got power to the unit. Now we take the robot, and this is the back of it, and this is the front, and this is the bumpers, and here's your control buttons, clean and dock. Okay. These are the charging connectors right here. They're spring loaded and they shouldn't have dirt on them. You should always keep them nice and clean. And then on the back of the robot, right here are these metal pads. That's what makes contact with those to charge the robot. We're going to charge it for 6 hours. So what I'm going to do is just push this back up until it's in position. But before I do, I need to be sure it's on. There. The robot is on, and we got some lights come on. Okay, the base has the robot docked, and it's in the charging state right now. The green light means that power is to the base, and the blinking blue light on the base means that the robot is docked and in a charging state. It'll blink blue as long as it's charging and go to solid blue when it's fully charged. Now on the robot, you'll see that you got two halves of the battery, and one will blink, then the other one blinks. That means that it's charging. When both halves are blinking, or solid blue rather, it's fully charged and ready for operation. We'll come back to it when it's fully charged. Okay, it's all charged up. It took a little less than 6 hours. But I have solid blue, two halves of the battery on the robot, and I also have a solid blue light on the base, meaning that it's fully charged and ready to start the cleaning operation. As I explained in the beginning, I'm going to show you the basic manual operation of the Shark robot. There's a clean button and a dock button. I'm going to demonstrate both within a short period of time to show you how you can stop the robot and have it to return back to the base. Okay, we're going to start the cleaning process by just pressing the clean button just one time. When it's running, if I want to stop it, I can press the clean button again. It'll stop. And then we'll talk about the docking button. Okay, let's start it. Now, it's finding what it needs to do. It's mapping right now and cleaning. And every time it hits something, it goes around it. Okay, now I'm going to have it to dock. I'm going to stop it when it starts coming back. Okay, I pressed the clean button one time and it stopped. Now if I press it again, it'll start up, but if I want it to go back to the base, I can hit the dock button, and that's what I'm going to do and have it to return to base because I've demonstrated what I wanted you to see. Just finding the base, adjusting. Now it's turning around with its backside so that it can enter the base. And there. That is discharging the debris that it collected into the base. That's how it does it. The base sucks it out of the robot and deposit it in the bin. So that concludes the demonstration on how to use the robot. And it doesn't require Wi-Fi either, only if you're using the app. I think from the demonstration you can see that it's very simple to operate and very easy to set up. There's not a lot of complicated things to do. It gets more complicated if you want to use the app to do the more extensive features of the robot, like scheduling. But I think the robot is going to do a really good job on our house, and we're looking forward to finishing the mapping of the house, and so it can get into a routine situation of cleaning the house. Okay, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you get your robot soon.